Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Highlander Hybrid Limited in the color blueprint. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, we have the gas components of the hybrid energy system. It is a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 245 horsepower and 186 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 3,500 pounds. Up front, you've got your LED headlamps, daytime running lights, fog lights down below, and if you look across the front end here, you'll find these little round nodules. These guys are your front parking sensors. Onto the side, you have 20-inch alloy wheels. Both your front doors, you'll find this all-wheel drive badge in the front bottom corner. Then, side mirrors include integrated turn signals and blind spot monitoring. Looking at either one of your front handles here, you'll find these double lines. We can talk about these a little bit more in depth on your driver's side. Heading back, all of your rear windows come with factory tinting, and up top we have silver roof rails. Now, on the right-hand side and the back, you have both the HEV Hybrid and the Limited trim level badge. All the way across the back, just like up front, you have backup parking sensors. Left-hand side, you have that Highlander badge. Down below, we do have this hitch receiver installed on this particular unit. Then, underneath of your rear logo is your backup camera. To open up your rear cargo space, reach underneath the logo, press the button, and it should automatically raise itself upwards. Inside here, of course, we have both second and third row seating. For the second row, it is independent captain chairs, so there is no middle seat here. We'll talk about this a bit more in depth when we get in the front in that space. For the third row, there is a 60-40 split you can see on the left-hand side, which allows these guys to function independently. If you would like to lay down any one of these four sections, you can do so by releasing the handles on the top outside corners of the seats. Across the back, you have your interior cargo cover. This guy extends forward, locks into place on these little hooks on each side, and helps to keep private any goods you keep stored down below, so no one can look in through your rear windows and see what goods you've got. For your third row occupants, they have access to plenty of their own cup holder spaces. You can also see that we have these little silver tie-down hooks. You can find these guys in any one of the four corners. You can use these to further secure your cargo load. On the right, you have this little false wall panel. Behind this is where you're able to gain access to your battery should you ever need it. On the left-hand side, we have two things. One of them is your 12-volt adapter. The other is one of your JBL speakers. You have this premium JBL speaker sound system all throughout your vehicle. If you're looking for your tire kit, look down at the ground. You'll find this little tab. Lift up the false floor, and everything you need will be stored right underneath. You've got your toolkit down here for your tires. You'll look in the back, and you'll find this little diagram back there that instructs you on how to access the tire through this little porthole space. Now, to close up your space back here, you can reach up to your handle on the right-hand side. You have the optional kick sensor, or you can just press the electronic button. Next, let's go take a look at the inside. Inside here, your interior upholstery is this beautiful cream-colored leatherette. It is this soft text and has a matching stitching with it as well. As we said, in between the two sides back here, there is no middle seat. These guys are called independent captain's chairs. So without having a seat, you instead have room for any cup holder or storage spaces, and you have these little built-in armrests you can choose to have up or down however you so please. Inside the door, you also have space built in for armrest purposes. If we look up overhead, we'll find a panoramic moonroof inside here available for everybody to enjoy. On the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you've got pouch storage. Back of the console is where you have your third zone air conditioning control panel. So this allows for your second and third row occupants to control their own fan speed, mode, and temperature. This can be controlled from up front. We'll take a look at that when we get up there. Down below, you have all of your charger ports. And as you may have noticed in the back, we have the carpeted and rubber mat stored at the moment. All new units do come with both of these sets. Lastly, on the side of the seat is where you have the adjustments for it. So you've got three different handles. You've got little diagrams on them showing you what function they perform. This way you're able to adjust your seats for comfort purposes, so whether you want to have your seats upright or a little bit more laid back, if you want to move them back and forth, either for the purpose of comfort as stated, or if people sitting in the third row don't want to have to walk through the middle space, if they want to just have the seat roll forward, you can use these handles to do so. As you can see, we have these tracks underneath, which give the seats quite a large range of space where they can move through. Inside the door, we've got your storage spaces, of course, power window control. We get our first glimpse at this glossy wood grain trim. You'll see more of this throughout the front cab space. And then lastly, we have a built-in sunshade. So this guy pops up from inside, goes all the way up to the top, locks into place. This helps to keep the sun out of everybody's eyes without taking away from the view outside. When you have it rolled all the way back down, it goes completely flush in with your door frame. Now, back again to these two lines. These guys indicate keyless entries. If you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand on top of here or inside of your handle to lock or unlock your unit. Inside the driver's door, power windows for both front and back, window lock, power lock system, side mirror controls. On the left, this allows for your side mirrors to fold in and out. You can have it set to A for automatics, and then they will fold and unfold if you lock and unlock with a key fob. Otherwise, you can manually adjust these guys at any point in time. Up top here next to the handle is your memory seat settings, which of course means you have electronic seat adjustment, back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. Then, hood and gas release on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. On top of that, you have your little storage compartment. Then you've got controls for your power trunk release, heated steering wheel, AC 120 volt, and your automatic headlamps. Up top is the controls for your odometer trip and the dash brightness. Taking a look at your steering wheel, this guy is black leather with black stitching. Left-hand side, you have controls for your dash display. Then you've got your hands-free communication and volume control. Right-hand side, radio controls on the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top. This includes both sonar and lane departure. In the middle here is your infotainment display screen. So this is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Right now we're looking at the optional navigation. You can choose to connect this feature through Toyota Connected Services. Under this is your audio listening. This is AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there's optional USB adapters throughout your vehicle. In the middle is Bluetooth connection for your device. Then you got a couple things. One of them is your hybrid energy flow. So this diagram will show you in real time as different components of the hybrid system communicate with each other. You'll see the lights lighting up and flowing. As you can see right now, it will kick in every now and again, even though the vehicle is parked and not going anywhere, just to keep everything going and operating fully. And this is a lot more interesting, of course, to watch when you're actually out and about on the road, especially if you're in traffic, so you're stopping and going and you're using that hybrid regenerative braking technology. You can see it happening in front of your eyes. Really neat to see. And then if you're wondering, this little blue gauge right here shows you how charged up your hybrid battery is, so you never have to have any guessing games about that. On top of that, you've got your trip info, and then you have the climate display. So this is for the front, for the back, and additional options include Eco Heat Cool and the rear windshield deicer. All the way at the bottom is all your settings, everything from personal profile, Bluetooth information, Wi-Fi, display, voice search, dealer info, apps, etc. Volume control is on the bottom right-hand corner. Underneath we have the climate control center. So we do have dual controls up front, so driver and front passenger can either have temperatures synced up, or you can turn that off to let them function independently. Each side also has 3 levels for both heated and cooled seats, green for cool, orange for heat, driver, front passenger. You can control the rear climate on the right-hand side, so you can have it turned on or off, and you can also just bring it up to see what they have going on. This also has the options for syncing and not syncing, so there's lots of different setups in order to have everybody at their own perfect temperatures. On the left, you have your defrost for front windshield, rear windshield, side mirrors, and the defrost of the rear windshield wiper blade. Trust me, it is really useful on these cold Canadian mornings or evenings. Underneath, you've got your 4-ways, push start ignition, and then you've got your wireless charging pad here. You can see you've got this guy that has little bumpers along the sides here, and this is a built-in tray design, so that ensures that anything that you put inside of here will be nice and secured. It's not going to be sliding out of there. Having this feature means you don't have to worry about having charging cords on your person or in your car ever again. Of course, if that is your preference, you can see we've got the adapters available down below. We have the storage space goes a whole way across the front passenger side dash. There's a divider about halfway through, just ensuring if you put an item on one end, it's not going to accidentally slide all the way down to the other outside of your reach. Underneath that, you've got a lockable glove box. Back to the middle, you've got storage on the other side of your charger and adapters. You've got cup holders, gear shift, driving modes, which is your sport, normal, and eco, parking brake, parking hold, traction control, EV mode, and trail, as well as more of that glossy wood grain trim. In behind that is the console, so this guy slides open. Inside, you have this little moving tray that you can choose to install up top here, or you can take it out entirely in order to get full access to the storage inside. It's a little hard to see because of the camera angle, but there is a 12-volt adapter on the front end inside there too. Now, looking up top on the rearview mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots, those guys are garage door openers. Then you've got your sunglasses compartment, and when this guy pops down, you'll find you have this little built-in mirror. So, as many people who are used to driving large crews of people around know, oftentimes you end up using that rearview mirror to keep an eye on the occupants of the vehicle. when it should be used for keeping an eye on other people on the road. So now you have a built-in space that you can use that has this fisheye lens, so you can see a full view of what's going on inside your vehicle at all times, and then you can leave this one to be used for traffic as it is intended. Up top, you've got your overhead lighting controls, SOS button, and controls up there for your panoramic moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Highlander Hybrid Limited in the color Blueprint. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.